Hello everybody, it is iResler. Welcome back to Stardew Valley. Our copper pickaxe is ready. We are here in the summer, day 2 of the summer. We planted everything yesterday. We're going to water winter things today. And the sturgeon frenzy has begun in the mountains. Okay. So we're gonna go get the copper pickaxe, and we're gonna also water everything. The copper pickaxe will make us able to mine things quicker. And we'll also, we can take out things easier. But it will also assist us in taking out bigger rocks. I get more water. And when out here, grab those, that, go. Oops, yank this out. Okay. And then yeah, doing the copper pickaxe in the summer, especially when the days are going to be sunny, most likely, that's when you want to do it. Okay. So let's go get that from Clint. By the time we get there, grab that. Okay, so let's take a look at the community center. Summer foraging bundles. So that and that. So we have both. We have those two things. So we'll drop those off. And maybe at some point we'll find a spice berry. So look around here. Nothing so far. Okay, well, we'll at least drop these things off. Okay, and so we only have one thing left to get a little bit more. So, by the way, you don't have to do the community center right away. I did the community center all at once on my first playthrough that I reference a lot, because I just didn't really care. And then eventually I was like, well, I should get around to it. And by that I had access to so much stuff that didn't really matter. So, another book. Always good foraging up here, which is why I'm up here. Let's see, there's a spice berry somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's another grape. I know eventually, at some point, I'm not sure when, but I know at some point, Robin's husband Demetrius will want to use that cave up there, and you get benefits from that. Okay, got the sidetracks. Let's put all that in there, and then yeah, they got more corn, wheat seeds, and things like that. So corn is truly your cash crop when it comes to preparing for the winter, because crops that continue on, it's not like you have to replant them, basically, if they continue on into a season. They just keep going. Why the rest of your plants and seasonal things fall into kind of disarray, or wilt, and you have to get rid of them. You don't have to do that with corn. Corn just keeps going. Yay. Okay, so let's go back to the farm and get this copper pickaxe, some swings. I mean, eventually you want to get to gold. I think you can get iridium even, but once you get the gold tools, you can basically take out anything with relative ease, actually. So. Get out of here, bird. Okay. Take a look at where we're at with Emily. Okay, so we're at 4 hearts with her and gifts. So we need to get her some things soon. So, one chop. Okay, here we go. Not strong enough yet. Okay, that was a that was something I was afraid of happening, but that's okay. We'll get there. The point is we're one step closer and we can mine a lot more efficiently. Less energy because of less swings. Oh, come on. But I can clear out a lot of this, so. I need to come down here with a scythe at some point and just go to town. Oh, let me get that wood. So, yeah, copper pickaxe, it's one of those things where it gets you out of the way to kind of those big rocks, but it also means you only have to swing once. You don't have to do multiple things, which means you can mine longer and get more materials and such. So let's put stone, wood, hardwood, and the fiber in there. And we will sell the grape and the sweet pea. And we'll go drop off the spice spray at the community center and get that reward. So usually they give you seeds or something. So we'll see what we get this time. Sometimes it just gives you materials or things like that. So we'll see what we can get. Got the spice berries, so okay. What do we get? 30 seeds. Yep. Probably be planting those tomorrow. And then we also unlocked other places in the community center. Now that boiler room. These are blacksmith things. So like those things you find in the mine, and things that you acquire. So, that is slime, right? Yeah. So it's things like that. So, and it makes sense. Now the office, which is right here, I know for a fact that this one's money. Basically, that's how you unlock it: money, money, and more money. When I did it when I did the community center late in my playthrough, at that point, I was making about 25 to 30K a day for my farm with the things that I had and was doing. So it was very easy. So I just was able to do the office in one go, and such. And it bit into the, what I had, but it was okay because I made it back in like 2 days. But yeah, so that's what the office provides you. So we're gonna go in here. Probably sunny. Yeah. Always good to check though, you never know. Earthquake. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm not helping you with that. Cancel that quest. I'm not helping you with your purple shorts. That is a very personal you problem, and I am not helping you fix that. Fix it. It's just not gonna happen, buddy. So. Oh gosh, no. Okay, let's fill this up again. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll go like that. Oh, I could grab that scythe. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what should I do? Gotta chop down this tree first, though. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this. This is what I was thinking a silo would be helpful, because a silo, when you cut grass, you can put hay in it, and livestock. And we might do livestock. We might delve into that for fun. So, yeah, because I thought about it, and it is part of the game. If you can ever get livestock, the problem with getting livestock is not so much like facilities, building the coop and things. Robin will do that. It's easy to have her build that. The problem is when you're purchasing livestock, not because they're expensive, but because the person who sells them seldom is ever at her shop. I've seen her, like 10 minutes after it's open, walk out of the shop and walk off. You know, during business hours, she's open. She's not closed. If you click the opening hours part of her shop, it will say open this. The problem is, she's not there. Nobody's there. You can't buy anything. You know, I'm thinking, I don't know how, you know, I think she, you know, I'm thinking, I always was looking at that, I was like, I missed the fight, she's never there. And I'm thinking, I think the reason that she's still in business is she's the only game in town. You know, no one else does livestock. If they did, she'd actually have to work. But she knows that she has a monopoly on the business, on that business. No one else sells it, so she knows that you have to deal with her. So she basically doesn't have to try. Gosh, we've got 20 wild seeds. Okay. Well, you need to move. You're in the way of progress. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first we're going to do this, do that. I might as well put those in there. I don't need you, I need you though. Okay. So let's go like this. Oh, this person would have it. I'd already gone 4 over. So. Okay. Some of these look very, very similar to each other. So, yeah, I'm starting to feel exhausted. Just trying to finish this up. Well, some of them just won't be watered. I can make it over there. I think you come without full energy when you do that to yourself. Yep. At about half. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just starting to feel exhausted. Gosh. Maybe sprinklers are something I need to look into. Okay, so gonna need this. Get all the wild ones first. By the way, I know the warmer months are coming, and I think some of you might be listening from somewhere in the Midwest, possibly, and I hope you guys are okay. I've been heard about the storms there, and I've been talking to some friends there, and family. From what I understand, they're doing okay, but hope you guys are doing okay too. I can't imagine what that's like. Well, a little bit. I have been in the middle of a cyclone before. That was kind of fun. Remember, a cyclone is? A cyclone is a hurricane that is spinning in the other direction. Actually, I didn't know that. I thought a cyclone was named for a crazy tornado. You know, because of movies probably. And I was informed when I spent time in Australia that actually no, that is not what a cyclone is. So, trying not to take out the plants by getting the wheat here. Okay. Oops. Plant some more wheat after I've watered everything. See, I have hay in my inventory, but you don't always get it in your inventory, so. Consider that a material. Okay. So. I think it's 8, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might be 9. I'll get 9. It is. Okay, let's fill the water bottle. Water can't back up. Almost said bottle. That'd be interesting. We're gonna throw the water bottle, be like, yep, that's watering the plants. But they'll look at you weird, be like, what? Okay, let's do that and that. Okay. And now I'm gonna go find Emily. Actually, I need to go buy some tulips from Pierre. Or not, maybe not tulips, flowers, basically. I'll give a flower to Emily. If I'm growing them. What's up, buddy? What type of flowers do you sell? Spangle. Okay, one of each. It's always good to forage on the beach. I got stuff. I came there all the time. They had worms, and then I come down here with a hoe, and they don't. There's Haley. I'll talk to Haley. I get right in front of you, and oh, I didn't notice you standing there. Okay. I'm not good enough friends to your invoice room. You would? I don't think that advanced me. Yeah. Well, it takes time. Yeah, you have to. I mean, if you get amethyst for her, she goes nuts. A lot of the girls in Stardew Valley like amethyst. I mean, it is a nice gem. Don't get me wrong, but the affinity for it is a little bit weird. Okay, so we got some singular seeds. I'm just gonna get rid of this geode. So. Oh no. Right, a green. That is weird. Huh. Perfect. Put it right there. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the mine. You know, while the rest of you are chilling in the saloon, I'm gonna go mining. Let's go down to level 20. I should have saved that. Oh well. The reason I'm not going all the way down to 25, on the elevator, is because you don't want to go too deep and stop getting copper until you don't need copper all that much. And so I still do need copper, so I'm still going to places where there is copper. Where's the ladder? And I don't know if we're getting close to iron ore yet, but we might be before long. So we can chop those big ones now. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. After I get that. Okay, now I'm leaving. Yep. A little bit of energy to get back to the farm. Okay. Okay, so I have 2 quartz, which is good. I can give one to Emily. I can put one in the community center. I think I got Earth Crystal for the community center. And man, I should have brought my scythe up here and gone to town. I mean, I still could, but the energy is low and such. So, and it was a pretty profitable day, if I do say so. Okay, so I think it says rice in the spring. Okay, well, then I won't plant them. Rice shoot goes in there. Here's the sword and the jelly. Okay. Oh, and yeah, it's just that. I should actually get those broken up now. Like what before he's angry with me for going after his girl, but you know, she's actually I think working now. And he's probably there. So I can't give that to her. It's quartz. It's a gem. I mean, I should do the community center now, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll just make a trip there for no reason. Well, I mean, you probably should be taking some of my crops there, and I've thought about growing wheat and things like that. I'll get to that. So, boiler room here. Minecarts repaired, yeah. The minecarts are kind of cool because you see the one near Clint. There's one in the mine. There's one up at the bus stop. You can travel around with those, so it's kind of nice. I mean, what are the summer crops bundle? So, okay. Animal, artisan, quality. I mean, some of these things I'll probably have to eventually end up being like, yeah, okay, you know, you know, for like you know, like fruit, for example. But until then, you know, because you have to grow everything to complete it. It's my dog doing my bed. Doesn't know. Okay, get out. Or sleeping there with me. Combat. Mining. Everything is back and as it should be. I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and this Sunday to watch Stardew Sunday. And if you like it, make sure to hit that like button. But hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it immensely. And to those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. Anyways, guys, until next time, my name is Rizzler, and I'm logging off.